Caroline, something that just crossed Caroline. How mad do you think President Trump is going to be when he finds out that Elon Musk said, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it."
Look, the president on this bill, it doesn't change the president's opinion. This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it.
Yeah,
Cameron.
thank you.
Elon Musk is calling the big beautiful bill pork-filled, saying it's filled with a bunch of nonsense that will only increase the deficit and has no potential to help the middle class. This is a very interesting thing that's going on between Trump and Elon Musk, but I think I have it figured out. Let's get into it.
Elon Musk just called your bill a disgusting abomination.
Yeah, let me say this. It's very disappointing. Okay, I've come to consider Elon a good friend. He's obviously a very intelligent person, and he's done a lot of great work. We've applauded all the work they've done with Doge and identifying fraud, waste, and abuse in the government. It's a very important service that's been performed, and we're so excited about it. We're now in the process of codifying that. As you all know, the administration has qualified and quantified the fraud, waste, and abuse that they found in Doge. They're sending it to us to codify, and that's what we'll be doing with the rescissions package and the appropriations process. And so that's something we're very excited about. But with all due respect, my friend Elon is terribly wrong about the one big beautiful bill. We had a long conversation yesterday. He and I spoke for, I think, more than 20 minutes on the telephone, and I extolled all the virtues of the bill, and he seemed to understand that. We had a very friendly conversation about it, and I told him that we're achieving not only all of our priorities, all the promises we made on the campaign trail, all the America First agenda wrapped into this legislation. We're also achieving, the top line on this is two very important things. We're making permanent a massive tax cut, and we are making a massive reduction in spending. $1.6 trillion is the calculation. I've said this many times. I'll be saying it until we get this thing over the line. This is the most amount of money that any government has ever saved on planet Earth in a piece of legislation. Ever. It's a very important first start. Elon is missing it, okay? And it's not personal. I know that the EV mandate, very important to him, that is going away because the government should not be subsidizing these things. It's part of the Green New Deal, and I know that has an effect on his business, and I lament that. We talked about the ramp down period on that and how that should be duly considered by Congress, but for him to come out and pan the whole bill is to me just very disappointing, very surprising in light of the conversation I had with him yesterday.
Do you think that it's Tesla is what's driving this? Is that what you're suggesting?
I'm going to let others draw their own conclusions about that, but this is not personal between any of us. I just deeply regret that he's made this mistake.
Now, you have to ask yourself, is it possible that President Trump and Elon Musk had to talk about all of this and decided, you know what, Elon, you've done so much for this country and your businesses have went in the tank. How can we figure out a way to get you back in the game? Your time is up at Doge. We have a new crew for Doge that's taking over so you can get back to business. What can we do? How about we act like you and I are having a feud, even though we're really not? And then will put you right back in the middle, and people will start buying your cars like crazy again, from both the left and the right. And people will sort of think that maybe you've stepped your way out of politics. You guys have had some disagreements between President Trump and Elon, and now people are like, okay, now that he's not cool with Trump, we can buy his stuff. And then the other people on the other side will be like, okay, well, Elon did his stuff for America. We're going to continue to support Tesla. That could very well be a thing. You have to also wonder, why would Elon Musk really care about the middle class? He's the richest guy in the world, and for him to all of a sudden worry about the deficit, and obviously we all need to be worried about that, but to be the richest guy in America that has never really seemed to talk about this stuff until this election, to all of a sudden care about the middle class and government spending, obviously all the hard work and effort that him and the Doge crew have done, Mike Johnson is saying that they're going to codify it. So if they do get it codified, then it wasn't all in vain. But if they don't, then it's just like it was a big waste of time. So there are multiple different ways you can look at this here. It's a couple different options. Either Elon Musk and Trump plan this out so that Elon can move right back in the middle politically and start getting all of his old buyers back again, plus new buyers. He's getting buyers from the left and the right. It puts him back in a neutral position if they make it seem like Elon and Trump are butting heads. The other option is Elon is actually pissed because all the work that they did was in vain because the government didn't codify anything. And for whatever strange reason, him being the richest man in the world actually cares about the government deficit, because no matter what happens to the United States, this guy will always be rich for generations to come. And Elon doesn't really seem the kind of person that really, really cares about all of us. But maybe he does. Maybe he really does. Hard to say, right? When you make it to that level, do you still look at people the same way? Do you look at humans the same way when you're smart and rich as Elon Musk? I feel like that's a fair question to ask. And another thing that is very well possible is there could be things that are in this bill that piss Elon Musk off because he's not going to get the government subsidies that he was getting before for Tesla, which could greatly hurt his revenue. But being as rich as he is, what is it even about anymore? Is it about Tesla revenue? Is he more focused on Neuralink and SpaceX? Maybe going to Mars is what is most important to him right now. He got Trump in office. At least he was a very large part of getting Trump in office. Maybe he feels like his job is done. But you do have to wonder, is some of this because he's going to be losing some government subsidies? Is some of it because him and the Doge team did all that work in vain? Is some of it because Trump and Elon are not actually feuding, but putting on a front to bring back people to the middle so they can start purchasing more of Elon's products? Who knows? But something along those lines, I believe, is going on. You guys drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. You're watching the Unexplained Outlook. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.